So back to the drawing board. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that dry and I'm gonna work on my wall. But first I have to find something that I can use to do the design that I want. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to part 2 of the office room makeover. So I'm not gonna lie, I took an entire week break from Tommy's side because it came out horrible. I just didn't like, I don't know, I guess I just don't like this style of shiplap. It doesn't go with our theme at all. So because I spent so much money on the wood, I'm trying to fix it. So I went through and filled in all the holes between the boards, sanded them down, tried to get them as flat as possible. Another thing that I didn't like is the color on the wood. I love this tan. The tan is perfect over here, but on the wood, you could just see every little detail on the wood, good and bad. So I didn't like it either. So I'm gonna go with my original plan, which was to paint the shiplap black. My intention was to paint this black originally, but then I ended up switching plans and I did my side half and half. I feel like if I do it right, it'll make sense with the rest of the room. So the first thing that I did, I removed the top 2 rows of the shiplap because I was running into an issue where the ceiling was so crooked that I was gonna have to cut the top piece in a very specific way, but even close up or far away, you could tell that the top piece was just so crooked. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go all the way to the top. I'm gonna do 3/4 of the wall, line it up to where this shelf on my side begins and stop it there. And then I'm gonna paint the top part the same color as the ceiling, which I still do have the ceiling paint. That way it just kind of flows into the ceiling. You can't even tell that the ceiling is crooked. And then my shiplap will be straight. I also decided to remove the trim that I used, which was the skinny corner trim. The straight line wood was just gonna look so much better. Went back and got 3-inch wood pieces. That way it's all cohesive and it looks more modern. We're winging it, you guys. My first time doing shiplap, so I knew there was gonna be issues, but I have faith it's gonna look good in the end. I had to take a break and we just had to keep going. So let's start. Alright you guys, so I finished caulking and filling in all of the holes. I'm just gonna wait for that to dry and then I'm gonna start sanding and then hopefully prep so that I can paint it today too. I already like it so much better.
from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon.
Alright guys, well that's it. That is our office mini makeover. Overall, I think I was able to do this office less than $300. Majority of it was on Tommy's side. Before I close out this video, I wanted to mention what I learned from doing Shiplap and what I'm going to implement the next time that I try to do a Shiplap. I don't recommend getting those already pre-made Shiplap boxes, the ones that with the tongue and groove. That made this project so much more difficult, and it's supposed to be easier, but not each piece of wood is cut the same, and some of them weren't cut correctly. So unless you're gonna go through each box at the store, opening them up, measuring them, making sure each size, each groove is the same, I highly recommend not getting them. And they're so expensive. It was $28 a box. I could have done this shiplap for less than $100 if I would have just gotten plywood and then had them cut to size. Even though I love the turnout, I love how it came out, but it took a lot more grunt work. I had to fill in more spaces. I had to sand more spaces. It was messier. If I would have just gotten the plywood, cut it to size, and then fill in the sides, and it would have just been so much more easier and would have saved me a lot of time, and I probably would have been done a week ago. Overall, I love how it came out. It's perfect. Tommy loved it. Thank God. Live and you learn, you know? This is my first time doing shiplap, so I didn't expect it to come out perfect the first time around, but I'm glad that I took a step back, took a week, went back to Pinterest and figured it out. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I have a lot more places in the house that I want to work on, a lot more ideas that I have. Come here, say bye. Come on, come in and say bye. As always, I appreciate your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one.